No matter what time period in my life, what city or town I'm living in, the subject of my hair always comes up. And although I love my natural afro puff look, I thought I would never again put another hot comb towards my head because I could just as easily put on a wig. But then I got this call.
Hi, Paris. It's Sarah at the agency. Casting wants to know, is this all of your natural hair? And if so, could you straighten it by any chance for the new movie Training Day starring Denzel Washington? That's when reflex kicked in and the old habit rose to the top. When she said Denzel Washington, I forgot all about not straightening my hair. And after that hot sun got through beaming down on my hot, heated, pressed, silky hair on that set, my hair was looking a hot mess. So, this year, 2020, after a fashion show I participated in at the church I attend, I decided to start a fresh new chapter by cutting my hair. I still have no shame in wearing wigs or hair pieces because, hey, I sometimes like to rock a new look. But what has always amazed me is when someone says, I didn't know that was all of your hair. And why not? I felt that it was because they didn't believe someone as dark as me could have a full head of thick hair. I've always gotten strange reactions towards my hair. Check it out. I was 21 years of age, attending a secretarial school of business in the West End area of St. Louis, Missouri. It was about 35 young women in this class. The course was 24 weeks, which consisted of typing, answering phones, and learning shorthand. On the last day of class, Miss Jackie Aziz said, "You've all been here long enough. Take what you've learned and use it to your advantage. You know what to wear and how to wear it. Make sure your hair is neat, clean, and not all over the place. And please do not wear wigs, such as what Paris has on over here." I was shocked that she called out my name out of all those girls in that classroom. I immediately yelled out, "This ain't no wig!" And I had the neck roll to go with it. Then she said, "Let me see." This cannot be happening. I'm looking at her coming towards me and I'm thinking, am I dreaming? She sadiddy switched her bony butt on tiptoes over to where I sat and put her vulture claw fingers through my hair. I snatched my head back, shocked again. And there we were, staring at each other. You tripping. Her like this, and me like this. I'm thinking if I bust you in your eye with this right hand, I'm going to jail. That's it for me getting a job. Then she goes, "I had no idea that was all of your hair. I'm sorry." I was pissed. You humiliated yourself. This could have been a very ugly scene. But I'm happy to report, I let it go. And that was the end of that. I was attending Howard University, and I was going out with this guy named Zeke. Now, Zeke asked me to go to a talent show with him. He picked me up one Friday night. This was a group of students coming out to see this poetry slam dance / step competition. Most all college students. Zeke introduces me to this clean-cut brother working the front door. And he reaches to shake my hand. After Zeke tells him my name, he says, "Paris, is that your real name? The name your mother gave you at birth?" And I said, "Yes, it's the name my great-grandmother gave me at birth."
I get that sometimes and I laugh. When I finish talking with this brother about my name, Zeke hollers out, "Oh yeah, man, and that's a real hair too." Did he just say out of his mouth her real hair too? I know. Oh, you heard him. Stop being in denial. So we partied, watched the winners, and had a good time. But I continuously dismissed what I was feeling. While I was in school, I was in the class of Adrian Vincent James dance class. And I remember I busted my kneecap. Woo, it was painful. So I had to end up going over to Howard University Hospital. And the doctors came in and told me that I was going to need an operation. After looking at my x-rays. So I'm in there talking with them. I'm like, an operation? You mean tell me you got to cut my knee? I'm like, I don't want no parts of my body cut unless it's necessary. So they're like, yes, we need to operate. And I said, that means I won't be able to use my knee like I want to and go down and dance and move. I'm like, So I told them, I said, listen, what other alternative do I have? Because I don't want you all operating on my knee. The doctors looked at each other. They like, went out, came back in. And they said, well, you're going to have to be on crutches for a long, long time if you don't let us operate. I said, well, you know what? I would take the crutches. So I end up telling Zeke what had happened to my knee. After blowing up my pager, telling me to call him. My schoolwork came first, but I was in denial. There were signs and signals that I dismissed because I liked him. And when he offered to pick me up at my dorm and drop me off at HU, I got all soft and absent-minded. Oh, he's so sweet. He's so cool. Maybe this relationship will work. Until he says to me, why don't you let me take you to school? And you don't have to catch the shuttle, because the shuttle would pick me up every morning and take me to the School of Fine Arts. I was like, okay, cool. So he picks me up, but I had decided I'm not straightening my hair. I'm not braiding it. I'm going to put this band around it, and I'm going to wear afro or afro puff. So I think I had an afro puff. Yeah. And he's not dealing with this hair with this busted knee and all this. It's just too much. I don't want to be dealing with this. I was not about to put that hot comb in my hair with all the homework I had. It was too much. And I was uncomfortable. And that's when he picked me up. And when I was coming down the steps, he saw me with this afro, my hair out natural, because he was used to it being straightened or pulled up. He never saw it loose. And when he saw my hair loose, he had a freaking fit. He looked at me come out that door. He was looking at me like, what the? This is not who I met. You can see his lips move when I was coming down the steps. When I use the term loose, I'm actually talking about all natural, without any hair straighteners. And he was not happy about that. Where I had washed my hair and oiled it. This was the beginning of me wearing this afro puff in school. So I've got this busted knee and I got an afro, so I'm looking horrible to him. Not all fly with this straight hair. So he comes down and he opens the car door and he hugs me. But it was like, it was not nice. I felt his energy was negative. And when he went around and he closed the door and then he got in on his side, when he got in the car and looked at me, he said, so, what is that? I said, what are you talking about? What is that? What is that? What is this look that you have? I said, it's my hair. And then he just shook his head. Looked out the window before he pulled off. I was like, I had my head turned out the window. I'm like, yeah, I'm through with you too. Didn't say nothing about my busted knee. He was only looking at my hair. I didn't understand back then, but I understand now that we're all growing in our different ways. I had gone to the gas station, not too far from where I live. And the young lady behind the counter, she says, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm fine, thank you." I give my money for the gas, and she gives me my receipt. But before I walk out, she says to me,
Excuse me, may I ask you a question?
I said, "Sure."
How do you get your hair like that? What do you have in it?
I said, "What do you mean, what do I have in it?"
What do you have inside of it? What's on top of it?
I said, "There's nothing on the top of it. I have a band around it," and I popped the band so that she could see. I said, "But there's nothing inside of my hair. This is just my hair."
Oh, it's cute. Looks like a little donut.
I said, "Oh, okay. Thank you." And I went on about my way. When I walked out of that gas station, I thought to myself, I don't know how many times over the years I've been asked that same question and more.
What's inside of your hair? What's holding it in place? Where did you buy that from?
You got good hair. Whether I'm with family or friends, the conversation's going to come up, and the main one...
Is that all your hair?
Fast forward. That same week, I'm in yoga class. The class lasts about an hour. It's about 20 of us in this yoga cool down, and I'm visualizing the water and listening to this beautiful music. The instructor walks past each student, and she's talking, giving us good information about the foods that we should eat, the foods that we shouldn't eat, depending on if we want to gain or lose weight. The third time she walked past me, she stooped down, and I could feel her behind my neck. Both her hands went up the side of my ears, touching my hair, going through it. It took me off my meditation. I'm laying down and she's just seeing me with this big ball of hair. Let me just see what it feels like. That's what came to me. I was thinking, now why she got her hands in my hair? And I was telling somebody else about this. Maybe she was just probably trying to give you a massage. No, there was no massage. She had her hand literally in my head. I feel like this is spiritual because she prompted me to take the CoverGray out of my hair, and I took a second look at myself. I went home and washed that CoverGray out of my hair. Everything happens for a reason, and although I felt it was negative, it led to a positive. I don't think she meant any harm. The next day, I was rocking my hair just like this. At conferences, tea parties, and theatrical events. Wouldn't have never came outside with my hair naturally gray if that young lady hadn't stuck her hands in my hair. Since I've been wearing my hair gray, I've gotten a lot of compliments, and to me it's no different than any other color. It's all in the mood and how I feel, and the colors and the clothes that I wear. Oh, Paris, you cut your hair. That looks good on you. Girl, I can't do it. Makes you look older, Paris. No, I think it makes you look younger. I'm waiting till I'm 80 or 90. And it's gray too. Oh my God. That looks cute on you though. I couldn't do it. I ain't ready for that. I was asked to be a fashion escort model at the church that I attend by recording artist Wendy Bourne-Farrell. I asked my husband, I said, "Do you think I should wear my hair gray? Or should I color it black?" He said, "No, wear it naturally gray." And since this was for elderly men, as I was preparing for the show, I couldn't help but to reflect back to this one particular evening. Years ago in St. Louis, Missouri, I was in a modeling competition. And after the show, one of the judges gave me a handwritten note on a 4x4 pink piece of paper that read, "You can never be a model on any stage. You're a little too short, dark, and your thighs are too thick." But looking back, I realized what's for you will eventually find you. When you are being yourself, being true, staying honest, everything pans out so well. But when you try to do anything other than that, that's when you fall flat on your face.
HarrisDavisDean.com